everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to make 7 different cards, and they're all using printed A4 cardstock. So this is hunky-dory cardstock, as you can see, glorious designs. This is a fold back DL. There's 4 DL cards and they all stand up. They'll all stand up nicely. They show off your print really nice. You don't have to add too many toppers to them and things like that. You've got a tent card there with an extra little bit at the front there, little stepper if you like. So obviously you can jazz these up, add acetate to them, all sorts of things. But this is really nice to have a border one. So if you've got a border strip along one of your cards, then that's a really nice one to do for that. Then we've got our trifold cards. So as you can see, that fitted perfectly in the front of the trifold. So like I was saying, get a pen and paper and jot these down, all the measurements, make them in copy paper, and then offer them up to your printed cardstock and see which one suits which design. And then you can be as happy as Larry making away and getting all those paper kits used up. So here's an A5 fold back, so you can see that the majority of the design is at the back, and then you've got this little border here. So that's a nice one too. This is an easy easel, so this is actually now taped down, but you can see it was one whole sheet, and that's really nice for borders and things because it sits like that. You have a little stopper on it. As it's an easel card, it just sits up like an easel. There's that one, and there's a gatefold, so a little gatefold one there because the design goes around the back. And then this one is a fold back, which is an A5 fold back, and the folds are at the back of it. Okay, so this is really nice if you've got like a big topper or something to go on the front there, and it really uses it up. So let's get started and get all these gathered up and bring in the designs for you. So thanks everyone that has liked, subscribed and commented on my channel. It really is growing nicely, and I can only thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your input, and it really does help grow my channel. So this one is an A5 fold back, so this is where the picture is at the front. So just think about what cardstock you've got. I like using full sheets of, you know, really jazzy card for things like this. So it's very simple to do. You score it 2.5 inches and then at 4. So 2.5 and 4, and then I'll spin it around to do the same thing. And I will give you all the measurements in centimetres as well. So 2.5 inches and 4. And if you were doing in centimetres, you do exactly the same thing by spinning it around, coming in from each side, which makes the maths nice and easy. And you would do 6.5 and 10. Okay, spin it around, 6.5 and 10 centimetres. Inches, 2.5 inches, 4, 2.5, 4. Okay, so then all you've got to do with this one is turn it over, fold the crease closest to the middle, and then fold back like that. So just do it that way, and then again with this one, going to fold it that way, and then fold that one back out. So what you've got when you finish is a mountain, valley, valley, mountain. Okay, and on the front it will be a valley, mountain, valley, mountain. Now what I would suggest you do is score these, and when you've made them all up, so you can see in the envelope that look really nice, and you don't need many toppers on these either. It could even just be a sentiment, but if you put all these under books when you've made them, just to flatten them, because they will stay quite springy, and then they'll be nice and flat in the envelope. They have got folds, but they do fold flat, these. So there you go, you'd have it like that and it would stand up like that. So everything's going to stand up just fine. So that's our first one, our A5 fold back. And then we're going to do our DL landscape with a front fold on it. So because you've got this little front fold here, what you need to do is not have it at the start there. You need to spin it around and have it on the right hand side of you. This is when you're doing inches. When you're doing centimetres, it does need to be the other way around. Centimetres this way, inches this way. So we're going to do it in inches first. So you're just going to score it at 4 and 8. And then 9 and 7/8. Like that. If it was centimetres, you'd spin it around this way, and you would do it at 5, 10 and 20. So really easy. And then all that needs to happen with this is just fold this one the larger back in. You've got a valley, and you can have a mountain, or whichever way you're doing it. I'm talking about the back of it. So when it's made, it sits like that, like we had before. So you've got a mountain, valley, mountain. Okay, so really nice and easy to do, and I do like that style of card. DL is very, very popular at the moment. So there's another one for you. And then moving on, we're going to do our easy easel. So what you need to note with this one is when you have an easel card, you've got a base bit here and then the easel comes over it. If I want this border or there's a pattern working up this way, then you need to have it sitting like this for the measurements I'm going to give you. So your border at the bottom will go there, and then you're just going to score this one at 4, 5 7/8, and then 7 3/4, like that. Okay, so just 3 score lines through it. So 4, 5 7/8, 7 3/4. Now if this was centimeters, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so nice and easy. And then what we do with this one comes over and you make a score, but then this one also comes over and you reinforce your score, and then the other one goes back that way, so the top one goes back the opposite way. So you've got yourself 2 valleys there and then a mountain. And then what you need to do is flip it over and keep your hand where it was, and just put tape along this side like this. So just going to pop some tape onto there, and then we'll just remove that tape and put it together. So I'm just going to fold this over now like that, and then we'll get our easy easel. So you just need to, that's all taped together now, so you just need to put your stopper in here, and we're just going to reinforce that back fold there like that, and then that can stand up there, and you've got your little easel card. So that's another one, and that's another DL one. Then we're going to move on now, and we're going to be doing our fold back the other way, so it folds in. So with this one, this is the one where I had it fully printed. Can't get my hands on it at the moment, sorry. So with this one, you'll see in a minute when I finish it, but it's a little bit different. So this one works out much easier with centimeters. The folds work much better, and you're going to fold score those in a minute. I will tell you what they are. But with inches, you need to do, they're going to be odd each side, but you won't notice it. 2 inches and 3 7/8, and then you're going to spin it around, and you're going to do 2 and 4 inches like that. Okay, so one was 2 3 7/8, the other way was 2 and 4. If you're doing centimeters, just do 5 and 10 from each side. 5 centimeters, 10 centimeters, and it will work out a lot better. So what you do is you fold over, and then you fold back, and then you fold over, and then you fold back. And you can see there's a very slight gap down there, and there's not so much when you do it in centimeters. But if you did it 2 and 4, 2 and 4, you would get an overlap on the front. If you did it both sides, these would actually overlap. So I prefer to have just that little bit. Now the thing to remember with this design is if you've got a print, you don't want to be having like a weird shape at the front. So if it was someone's face and you've only got half of the face showing on that score line, so that's why I say make them all up and see if they work well with your design. Okay, so that's that one. And then we're going to move on to our A5 fold back. Now this is a really simple one to do, and it's really nice when you've got a large area here, and you don't want to cover that up with toppers and things, you want it to be seen. So with this one, you just score it 2 and 7/8 and 5 and 3/4. Okay, if it was centimeters, 7 1/2 and 15. So 2 and 7/8 inches, 5 and 3/4. You just fold it inwards like that, and then you fold it back out again, and then you've got a fold back card. Okay, so that's a really simple one to do, but it's really nice and effective, and it's really nice actually that leaf actually goes in. That wasn't planned, just the way it worked. So that was just luck. So you've got no excuse, guys, this weekend, because we've got the Jubilee weekend in England, where you can make all your cards up. I am doing more, just bear with me, trying to find it. So yeah, get your paper kits out that you've got and make some of these cards up. They're so quick and easy to do. So we've got 4 here, and then 7 7/8. Now what we're making is the DL trifold. So 4 inches and 7 7/8 inches, or 10 and 20 centimeters. Okay, now this one you fold over that way and then you bring it back this way. Really easy, aren't they? But that looks so nice because you've got that lovely pattern here, and you see if you choose the right cardstock you get a really nice front, but when you open it you also get a really nice look on the inside too. So just think about what ones you're doing, you know, how you're making your cards. So that's that one, and then I think this is the last one now, which is an A5 gatefold. Now this one is also a little bit different. Okay, it's probably easier to do this in centimeters again, but we'll do inches first. So 2 7/8 on this side, and then what you need to do is 8 3/4, but not quite. Now I haven't got a 1/16 inch scoreboard, so you do 15 16ths if you did. That'd be 8 and 15 16ths. But what you need to do is, that's 8 3/4, but I need it to be just under. So what I do is put it, my 8 3/4 is there, and then I just need to shimmy it across a little bit more and then score, but not a whole 1/8 of an inch. And if this is a little bit out, we can adjust it. So I'm not folding it like really strong. So these both come in, and what you want them to do is meet in the middle. So just tease it, and it's like you are going to meet. I've got a little dent in that. You are going to meet. I'm not having it. So you just score it down and then spin it around and do the same on the other side. Oh, I've really dented this cardstock, that's a shame. And then just get that to come out, just force it out. And Hunky Dory cardstock is strong. So you can see there you've got a lovely closed gatefold. It folds really nice, and then you have to decorate inside with your inserts and that. But that's your 7 cards. So obviously there's 8, 9, 10, you know, because you start doing 10 cards and normal cards just by folding them in half, but I thought that's too easy, so we'll call it 7. Okay guys, so have great fun making these, and you've got no excuse now not to batch make. Have a great weekend. Thanks guys, bye.